All right, we're about to dive into a book that doesn't pull any punches. It really asks us to confront some of the biggest questions we face as humans: conflict, our own mortality, and what it truly means to be resilient. So let's get into the core ideas of the future ahead.
Right off the bat, the book doesn't ease you in. It just starts with a question that, really forces you to stop and think about something we so often just push to the side.
And before you can even get your bearings, it hits you with another one. This time, pulling you from your own personal thoughts to the harsh, collective reality of war.
And finally, it brings us to the big one. That universal, often unspoken fear that kind of shapes so many of our choices without us even realizing it.
See, these aren't just abstract ideas. They are the absolute foundation of this work by author Dang Luth. He doesn't just ask these questions, he pretty much demands that we confront them. So the book's first major theme is the two-sided nature of war. It explores how a battle is waged not just on the physical battlefield, but also deep inside our own minds and spirits. And this slide really captures that idea perfectly. On one side, you have the grand scheme, the huge historical impact of war on nations. But on the other side, and this is where the book really digs in, we see the inner world, those silent, personal battles fought within the human spirit. Okay, so from the external battlefield of war, the author takes us to an even more personal one, our own mortality. And this isn't some gentle exploration, not at all. The author directly challenges why this fear has such a powerful iron grip on us, especially when we feel so completely alone in our struggle. Which brings us to this central, really provocative question of the book, which is also its subtitle. It's stark, it's uncomfortable, and it's an incredibly powerful question that just forces you to pause and look inward. But after confronting all of that darkness, the whole narrative makes a pivot. It moves away from the weight of that fear and toward the incredible power of the human will to find meaning. And this is where the book's true focus really comes into the light. Because while war and death are the backdrop, the real subject, the real story here is resilience, our amazing capacity to endure. And the book defines resilience as not just, bouncing back. It's an active thing. It's a relentless search for meaning, for a reason to keep going, even when everything around you seems totally lost.